You can make restaurant quality Chinese sausage fried rice at home in about 15 minutes. It's super easy. You don't need any specialized equipment like a wok, and you can make it for a fraction of what it would cost you at the restaurant. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that as a kid, I always preferred rice over noodles, and fried rice was always my absolute go-to meal. Today, we'll break it down step by step and show you a couple of tricks to making the perfect restaurant-style fried rice. So do me a favor and make sure you like, comment, share, and save this video. Just like at the restaurant. All right, y'all. Remember to wash your hands. The first thing we'll do is get all of our prep work done. I have a couple of green onions that I'm gonna finely chop up, and I'm gonna separate the whites from the greens. We'll saute the white parts to impart some of its flavor, and we'll use the greens to garnish our fried rice. Once that's all done, we'll move that to the side. And then these are the Chinese sausages or lapseung that I'm using today. This is the Kamyanjian brand. It's the OG ones that I grew up eating my entire life. I do prefer the full pork variety of these sausages in this recipe because of its higher fat content, as that'll help coat each grain of rice with more flavor. You can cut these up any way that you want, but I'll be thinly slicing these into little coins today. Since it's our main protein, I do like the fuller look that it gives. Alternatively, if I was cooking a house special fried rice with shrimp and barbecue pork, I'd cut these up into a smaller dice instead. Either way you choose though is completely fine, but we'll get that all cut up and we'll move on to our eggs. I'm gonna whisk up 2 whole eggs, and if you like this recipe and you wanna learn how to make more of your favorite Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. And then in a separate bowl or dish, I'm gonna combine equal parts salt, white pepper, and MSG. And we'll just give that a good mix. This is our seasoning blend, and we'll use a pinch of this to season our eggs first, and then I'm gonna save the rest of it to season our fried rice later. We'll get a couple of pinches of our seasonings into the eggs and get that fully incorporated. Once we have all that done, it's time to make our fried rice. So pretty much any Chinese restaurant that makes fried rice will use a wok, but that's not really accessible for my current setup, as I have an electric range that doesn't quite get hot enough to utilize a wok's capabilities properly. And this is a pretty common scenario, so if you're in the same position like me, using a non-stick frying pan will also do the trick. I'm just gonna get our pan nice and hot. I'll drop in a splash of oil and quickly scramble our eggs. This will literally take 10 seconds to cook through on high heat. I'm gonna remove the eggs from the pan when they're about 80% done because I don't wanna overcook them and have them turn rubbery. Now, while the pan is still on high heat, I'm gonna drop in our Chinese sausages, and you'll notice that the pan is going to start smoking a little bit, and that's perfectly normal, and it's actually how I'll get that wok hei or smoky flavor into our fried rice without using a wok. Move your Chinese sausage around and cook that for just a minute or 2. And this will cook pretty quickly, and you wanna make sure that you don't burn them. Then I'm gonna lower my heat to medium. We'll drop in the whites of our green onions to release some of its aromatic properties. And then this is just frozen peas and carrots, and we'll get that sauteed with our Chinese sausages for another 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna drop my heat to low, and I have some leftover white jasmine rice. And if you don't know already, leftover rice is absolutely crucial to making the best fried rice. Now, when rice is cooked and cooled down in a refrigerator or freezer, the starches go through a process called starch retrogradation, where its molecules firm up, allowing your rice to hold up better during the frying process, and ultimately it prevents your rice from being too moist or mushy. Using a spatula, I'm going to break up any of the big clumps of rice. Then I'm going to season this with a bit of chicken bouillon. And the Chinese restaurants I grew up with tend to do a lighter and drier fried rice and don't typically include soy sauce in its seasonings, but you can definitely add it if that's your preference. Then we're going to get our eggs back into the pan. And we'll season to taste with our mix of salt, white pepper, and MSG. Make sure you taste as you season and use as much or as little as you want. Once everything in our fried rice is mixed well and all the grains of rice have been separated, it's time to plate. I'm gonna get this all into a big bowl. Press it down to get it to hold its shape. And then we'll flip that over onto a plate. We'll garnish this with the tops of our green onions, and just like that, you've made restaurant quality Chinese sausage fried rice at home in about 15 minutes. As always, the printable recipe is on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comments what your favorite kind of fried rice is. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.